Welcome back to the Kop TV from Box Park. We're here with a legend, big Liverpool supporter, Jimmy.
Nice to see you again,
Jimmy Peterson. Lads. Yeah. Horrible face half, then we find a way to score one goal at the end. Then we equalise with great free kick, brilliant free kick from Sobol.
Yeah.
But then in the last second, mate, I still, you know, the game is gone 20 minutes ago, but I still can't believe that we concede a goal from a throw-ins, mate. Talk to me about what's happened all the game.
Well, yeah, that end again is so frustrating. You know, I mean, absolutely frustrating. It's sort of like one of those sort of you envisage it's going to happen.
Come on.
And I don't know. I mean, what's the answer to that? You know, it's sort of like everybody's throwing a body in front of it. Everybody's trying to stop it, and you could just sort of see it was going to go in. The team started quite bright, I thought.
You reckon?
Yeah, I thought they were quite bright. You know, we were trying to get forward. We were trying to break them down, but I find now it's. And I don't want to be too negative, but we don't seem to have a break anymore. We don't seem to be able to break on the counter.
I agree.
You know, we're pushing out. We're not finding a man. You're looking at it, you think there's a simple ball, play it, and they're not. It comes back again. It goes sideways. We've all been saying this, haven't we? Back again, sideways. I just feel that is it a confidence thing?
As a Liverpool supporter since a very long time, like you, Jimmy, you reckon the first two goals we concede, is that something serious? Like the first two goals we concede, that pass between the lines from the second, and Van Dijk mistake for the first, is that the real Liverpool, lads, or what's going on at the moment? Because forget about the throw-in in the last second. The first two goals, let's try to analyse. I think it's a joke, lads. The first two is a joke.
I feel that as well. Yeah, I mean, it's funny you should say, because obviously Slaughter's coming after Klopp. Klopp, to me, when Klopp's system was an attacking system, and you sort of could be a little bit forgiving if we conceded a few goals.
I agree.
Do you agree with that? But what we've got now is we're conceding goals, but we haven't got the attack either.
I agree.
You know, so we're in a situation now. We can't make up for our defensive frailties anymore, because we're pushing up and nothing's happening. We're passing the ball, it's going back again. And as much as I don't want to pick any individuals out for me, you know, because it wasn't a very good team performance tonight. But
yeah, I agree.
You know, to me, Mo Salah, it was nice to have him back in. And you know, Marseille, what's going on? We had a great game with Marseille, and then the next game
3 days later. Yeah,
it's like the polar opposite. So
why you reckon it's like that, Jimmy? Like, we saw a brilliant, fantastic, sublime Liverpool 3 days ago in France. We had an absolutely total domination. 3 days later, Bournemouth. I'm not saying Real Madrid, Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Absolutely opposite. Who is responsible for all this, lads?
I don't know whether
why?
I don't know if we had the motivation against the better teams, and if we come across the, no disrespect to Bournemouth, like a lower division team, and we sort of switch off. I don't know. I mean, but to me,
you reckon we gave up in the Premier League?
Maybe.
Because it's January, mate.
You should never give up.
We can't do that, exactly.
No, you should never give up. You've got to try and get the best place, because let's face it, what we need to achieve is fourth place or above.
Yeah.
Because if we're going to go out the Champions League...
Oh, mate, don't even say that.
If we go out the Champions League, we need to be in it next year.
Absolutely.
We're just, you know, it's just been announced, obviously, with the best performance side, as in economy. You know, we basically the richest team, if you want to call it, in the Prem. So, you know, we need to continue this, because that's how Liverpool have always actually been the best team, because they've won stuff. We haven't had a buyer coming in, you know, a very, very rich buyer, and just basically sort of like, you know, bought the club and piled loads of money. We've earned it, a bit like Manchester United, in fairness to them. To me, they're a similar team. So you know, we need to succeed. Liverpool are about success, aren't they? You know, they're about success, and we need to basically plough on forward and be successful.
You reckon we're going to buy someone now in January? A defender, centre back. I'm talking about.
We've
There we go. He's right.
We've
He's
got
right.
to. We've got to. Exactly right. We've
He's
got
right.
to. Yeah. We've got,
Centre back and a right back.
see, to me, there might be reasons behind it, but you know, we get rid of likes of Kwanzaa. I still don't understand that. I think
Why?
we need strength. We need strength at the back as well as up front. And to me, really, at the moment, we're struggling. You know, we are struggling at the back. And you know, Joe Gomez, obviously injured again, as you said earlier on.
Again.
And
Again.
that's to me.
How many times he's happened in the last 11 seasons?
It's so many times, and as you say, it's not his fault. But
It's not his fault.
I like Joe Gomez as a player, and I felt against Marseille, I thought he'd done really, really well.
He did.
And here we are again, struggling at the back because Gomez is injured, and I don't know what the answer is. I've come out of that game, to be honest with you, very, very frustrated, and with a lot more questions than answers. Is the only way to describe that.
I agree.
You know, that's it. So for me, where do we go from here? I don't know. I'm frustrated.
Let's hope for the best.
Yeah.
Jamie, as always, brilliant lad.
I'm sorry
Brilliant.
for being negative.
Oh, mate, this is the mood. When you concede that goal from Otsowin in the 94 minutes, you have to be negative.
So difficult.
From tomorrow, we're going to get the positivity back again. But now, we're just frustrated, lad. So, thanks very much, bro,
Okay.
as always.
Yeah, Mario.